Terence Crawford has found himself in the center of a new boxing controversy after being stripped of his WBC super middleweight title. The decision comes directly from the WBC, which says the champion failed to pay the sanctioning fees required for holding the belt. This ruling not only removes Crawford from his position as WBC titleholder, but it also shakes up the entire landscape of the super middleweight division. According to the organization, several attempts were made to contact Crawford and his team, but none of those messages were ever acknowledged. The WBC claimed it reached out to him, to his manager, and to his representatives, sending multiple official communications in hopes of resolving the issue quietly. But when days passed with no reply and no payment, the ruling body said it was left with no choice but to act and enforce its regulations. Crawford is coming off one of the biggest victories of his career. He became the undisputed super middleweight champion in mid-September by defeating Canelo Alvarez with a unanimous decision, a win that stunned fans across the world. As champion, Crawford was supposed to pay a percentage of his earnings to each sanctioning body. The WBC says it even offered him a major discount, dropping the required fee from 3% down to less than 1% of his reported earnings for the fight. Even with that reduction, the organization says it never received a single payment. The situation has now opened the door for new contenders. With Crawford officially stripped, the WBC has cleared the path for British fighter Hamzah Sheeraz to face Canadian contender Christian Mbilli for the now vacant super middleweight championship. Both fighters have been building momentum, and now they find themselves one step away from grabbing a world title that suddenly has no owner. Sheeraz brings knockout power, athleticism, and a growing fan base from the United Kingdom. Mbilli, on the other hand, remains undefeated and has become one of Canada's most exciting rising stars. The two are stylistically different, but both promise a high-energy fight that could reshape the division. As debates rage across the boxing world, questions continue to swirl around Crawford's next move. Did he intentionally ignore the WBC? Was there a misunderstanding behind the scenes? Or is this simply another example of the complicated politics that often surround championship titles? Whatever the reason, Crawford's legacy as an undefeated star remains intact, but the WBC belt is now out of his hands. With the division suddenly wide open, fans are left waiting to see who will claim the crown next, and whether Crawford will ever pursue the title again.